All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about the Destiny Rising announcement date, the release date announcement trailer. I already made a video like this before, but I'm kind of going to take the trailer audio out because I did get copyrighted on it. So I'm just re-releasing this video with no audio. That way I don't get copyrighted and we can still show off the trailer with no issues. And then I can talk about the game, my impressions, and my honest feedback about the game. So here we go. Look at all these beautiful guns already in the trailer, guys. This game looks beautiful for a mobile game. I don't know about y'all, but sci-fi shooter, everybody in the Destiny universe know what Destiny is. It's definitely a sci-fi shooter. I would call it a sci-fi looter shooter, to be honest, but nonetheless, it is a sci-fi shooter. Look at those beautiful guns right there. There's Inagi's right there. Look at that beautiful. It's Inagi's burden. Like, they did a good job with this game, guys. For it being a mobile game, I know for a fact you guys also feel the same. Like, this looks like Destiny. It's beautiful. If I would have never told you this was a mobile game, you probably would have thought this was a console game. Like, truthfully, I think, they did an amazing job with the mechanics, the graphics, the gameplay. Like, it basically feels just like Destiny. So I'll give it up for NetEase on that one. I will give it up to NetEase on that one. A lot of the characters play really nice. They're all individual kits. Right here we have the Gambit-like mode, the PvE PvP mode, which is really fun actually. I think I have a lot more fun playing this than Gambit, to be honest. Everything just feels so fast paced in there. And yo, let's go back real quick. Let's go back, y'all. Look at the Destiny 1 emotes though. Look at the Destiny 1 emotes right there. I love that. I love that. Like, truthfully, NetEase did a good job with this whole game as a general. This mode right here from the 9, this is a great mode. I highly recommend you guys, if you guys haven't played this mode yet, or if you haven't played this game but are going to play it at launch, this 9 mode that they have what? Singularity, Chaos, the Expanse, and then the one that has like 10 levels. I forget what that one was called. But they are amazing. The wave-based activities with a time limit. So you have a time limit to actually complete all this. It's actually really fun game mode, and you get good rewards, artifacts to get your characters even higher in power level. And they're challenging. Especially the higher you go. So definitely recommend this. Let's see what else they have on here. They have all the enemies too, you guys. They have the Hive, they have the Cabal, they have the Vex, and they have the Fallen in this game so far. They even have a baby Armakara. Okay, I don't even know if it's a baby, but it's definitely a little one. I will say that they do have Armakaras in this game. And this is a savage scene. If you guys see me play the beta, you have seen that scene. That's a beautiful looking scene. And that is Destiny Rising global launch, August 28th, 2025. I will be playing this game come launch date as well. So if you guys want to watch me play this on launch day, I will be getting together with a couple other content creators, and we're going to be making a super squad full of content creators. We're going to try to run through this game, try to get to the day 1 raid, and just own the leaderboards, guys. I already own the leaderboard in Disney Speedstorm. Let's see if we could own the leaderboard here. I know it's a gacha game, guys. That's one thing I will say. The negative part, it is a gacha game, so it's pay to win essentially, or pretty much pay to progress faster. If you want to get that 5-star Stella, 5-star Gwen, which is the mommies of Destiny Rising. Let's be honest, Gwen the goth mommy, aka the Reaper Warlock, and then also Estella, which is like her pet minion build, but she also has an ultimate ability that's a freaking dragon, the mother of dragons, if you will. Both of those girls are amazing. Then also we got Tantu, the boss melting guy with his Izanagi Burton. He literally he melts that raid boss, guys. Like, if there's one character you want as a boss melter, Tantu is it. I don't know how he's gonna feel in the final release, if they're gonna nerf him. I just know in the alpha and the beta, Tantu with the Izanagi Burden was a dangerous combo for boss health. That's all I'm saying. They already nerfed Estella. I will say they nerfed Estella because Estella was also OP in the alpha, but she wasn't as OP in the beta. I will say that. Now, positives, other than a gacha game, obviously you got to buy, more draws if you want to get more chances of getting, your epic, is it epic or legendary characters? The orange characters like Joler, Gwen, Estella, Tantu, those are rarity of characters. And then obviously, you can still grind to get guns. I mean, obviously there's an energy based system. So once you're out of energy, you really can't, grind for the things, but they do recharge every day. So, you'll be able to grind out for those best guns, the best rolls, get the best attachments. There's so many things that increases your power in this game, come from attachments to the weapon level, to like if you have an exotic, you can do exotic refinery to like refine the exotic's abilities, so you get more power for that. The artifacts give you power. If you draw a duplicate hero that you already have or a light bearer, you'll get like a tree of light, which also you can upgrade that tree to get more power. At the end of the game and end game, you unlocked another ability to kind of like pair heroes together or light bearers together. That also is a thing, and I don't think it really increases your power, but it definitely gives you buffs. So that's also another thing as well. Obviously there's also other upgrades too, like you can make your super stronger, you can make your other abilities stronger, better synergize with things. There's so much customizable stuff in this game. There's so much of it, truthfully. But if you look at the negatives, which is the gacha parts, the pay to win parts, other than that, there's so much good in this game. This feels like more of a Destiny fan service more than anything. This game has sparrow racing that everybody in Destiny 2 has been asking Bungie for. This game has fishing. This game has a lot of activities, calamity ops. You have your strikes, you have your raids, you have the 9 activity, you have, I'm trying to remember everything, you got Morgan's Prey, you have all their activities to maximize currency, to maximize your character's power. You got your master difficulties. The Gauntlet Ops is also a thing, which is the raid series, and then you also have Gauntlet Blitz, which is a whole different thing. They still have PvP in here. They have a card game in here. It's crazy. The more you think about this, you got a card game in this game, and the card game is actually pretty fun. If you haven't played the card game, like that's actually really fun, and it's funny. The Drifter is also the guy that introduces the card game to this game once you start playing the game for the first time. Let's see what else is in this trailer, guys, and not even in the trailer, but in this game that you might have not talked about. Talked about Singularity Ops, which has a leaderboard. Calamity Ops, not Singularity Ops, Calamity Ops, that's what I wanted to say. Calamity Ops has their own leaderboard. It's like basically a juiced up strike that's timed. You get points, kind of like you Destiny 2 with the Grandmasters. And then there's a leaderboard for it. So, the people that completed the fastest get the most points. They're in the leaderboard. I think Destiny 2 should do something like that. Have a leaderboard of the best Guardians, the ones that complete these strikes the fastest. Like, that would be a cool thing to add in Destiny. The Gauntlets also have, I think they also have leaderboards. Individual characters have their own leaderboards. So if you guys are a leaderboard chaser, this game has a lot of leaderboards, a lot of different things to do in this game. You can literally just free roam, you can fish, you can sparrow race, you can PvP on the weekends. I don't like that the PvP is only on weekends. I think they need to add that for 7 days a week and then do trials for the weekend. I think that would be a better option, because having to wait for the weekend and play, PvP, it's kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. But with so many other activities in the game, I always find myself doing something anyways, if it's being exploration strikes, raids, so, PvP wasn't like my main focus, but You know, that's also a fun game too. You know, PvP is different though, because you can't really, you know, another bad thing about this game I will talk about is the fact that your characters don't have, you know, the ability to freely change guns. So for example, Wolf, you know, the main character that you start off in this game, can only use an auto rifle and a grenade launcher. So you're not able to attach Izanagi Burden to Wolf. You're not able to rock the truth on Wolf. You know, all he does is a grenade launcher and an auto rifle, and that's it. You know, and each character is like that. Gwen has shotguns and then the dual wields. Estella has, I believe Estella was the machine gun and a pulse rifle, if I'm not mistaken. You know, same goes for everybody else too. You know, everybody has certain guns that they can only use. I mean, I get it. I think that they try to bring the unique level of each character, being, you know, they could only use certain things for their kit and whatnot. But I would hope that maybe they'll add an option to us freely put different guns and different characters, either by maxing them out or getting an ability or an item in the game that'll let us bypass that and be able to rock any gun we want on that character. I think that would be a phenomenal change. Nais, if you are, you know, listening to the feedback, because I did give my feedback on a lot of the different things in this game, but one of them being the monetization, pay to win stuff, and, you know, Destiny's all about creativity and customizability, where you can customize your character to your fit. You can customize your builds, the kind of guns. You can synergize everything with that. So, you know, that's one aspect of Destiny I think they should bring into this game, the freedom to customize your character the way of your liking in the way you see fit. But that is it for this trailer, guys. I'm excited. I will be playing this August 28th live on stream on the Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok site. I'll be streaming on all platforms. I will be playing this game on day one. I am an alpha and a beta tester. So if you guys have any questions, drop a comment below. Let me know, you know, what are your questions. I'll answer it in the best of my ability. I have played both alpha and beta, so I've seen the differences from alpha and beta. And I can't wait to see the difference from the beta to the actual release date. They did an amazing job. I can't wait to see more of this. And hopefully, you know, Bungie sees this and maybe sees what works in this game and put their own little twist and put it in the console. I'm not saying a lot of this stuff will work in Destiny 2 because it's a different structure. You know, there's no pay to win stuff. There's nothing like that. It's not a gacha system, but, you know, there's a lot of activities in here that would be fun in Destiny 2 if they implement it in their own way. You know, that's all I'm saying. And also, you know, Bungie, listen to your fans, man. Your fans have been asking for a lot of things. You know, if you were just listen to the fan base and actually do what the fans want you to do, your game will be in a healthier state, to be honest. You know, just like what NetEase is doing the fan service right now, and people are hyped about it. You know, people don't like mobile games, and that's probably the one thing that they don't, you know, that will be negative about, because people don't like mobile games or play mobile games. But guarantee you, if this is something that released on console, I think a lot of people will be hyped about it. Hopefully we get a PC client as well. I would love to be able to play this game natively on PC and not run an emulator to play it. But other than that, yo, this game is amazing. I can't wait to play it, guys. Who's going to be your main? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys had an amazing 4th of July, and I'll see you in the next video, y'all. The Poppy Speed Storm is out, baby.